Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return to more F1 Championship Edition. Yes, we're back here for the French Grand Prix, of course. If you missed out on the video that went live last week from the Indianapolis Grand Prix circuit, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. But I feel like I'm going to definitely jinx myself by saying this, but I feel like we're getting more into the swing of things with this game, of course. If you're new around here as well, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed. We are agonizingly close now to 120,000 subscribers on the channel, so if you can help me get one step closer, it would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, having a look then towards this weekend, still yet to score a point so far this season, but another good result last weekend has re-bumped us up into P18 of the championship. You can see my teammate Christian Albers there all the way down in P21. It does mean as well, I believe, we've re-jumped Toro Rosso as well in the constructors, so we're no longer at the bottom of the table, but still the goal remains the constant. Can we try and score some points? We head to Magny Cours this weekend. It's a track I quite like on the game. Let's do this thing. We're heading out then onto the circuit here for the French Grand Prix, of course. For those of you that might be newer Formula 1 fans, Magny Cours, yeah, certainly one that still you might see some older fans moaning about they'd love to see a return to in the future. Was a French icon throughout sort of from about the late 80s, I believe, all the way up until the mid-2000s, but unfortunately fell off the calendar, I believe, after the 2008 season. However, it is one of the tracks we go to inside of F106 with a bit of experience under our belt. Obviously, had to do our very first race. Not race, sorry. It was the team... I'm forgetting the words. Team application. That's the one I'm looking for. My brain on a Monday morning is not the safest place. But yeah, so we kind of know roughly where we're going around here already. Like I said, you know, it's a bit of an icon, so I'm hoping we've got some good pace this weekend. Maybe because I'm a little bit familiar with the venue, then perhaps points, but it is so easy to make a mistake here as well. Oh no! Oh, that's what you got to be careful of around here. Just trying to get a few laps under my belt, and that is a wild moment to have through the final chicane. I am intrigued though, once we get into qualifying, to compare our times with what we were able to do pre-season, because I certainly feel like I've got quicker at this game.
The wonderfully serene rural peace here at Magny Cours is about to be shattered as we enter phase one of Saturday's qualifying session. Remember, the slowest 6 cars in this session will make up the last 6 places on the grid. The rest will go through to session 2. First out onto the track today is Takuma Sato.
Sorry? No way! I've literally come out the pit lane and a Toro Rosso's binned it. I know the pit lane here was notoriously both short and narrow, but we've literally come out into qualifying to watch a Toro Rosso slap the wall on pit exit. I have never seen anything like that in a Formula 1 game. Right, well, all that drama out of the way to kickstart Q1. Yeah, I'm hoping, obviously, we've made Q2 quite a few times in recent weeks. In fact, we're actually on a Q3 streak, aren't we, in the last couple of events. So I'm hoping we can try and make it, at least into Q2 again today. Maybe into Q3, although driving like that, we're going to struggle. But Magny Cours is very high speed, high commitment, with probably the exception of the final sector, and I believe it's the Adelaide hairpin is the name. I believe this track, yeah, had a lot of corners based on other places around the world, but we've got a Williams kind of in the way to make our way down in towards the final couple of corners. Sato sets the benchmark on a 1:21.4. I'm hoping we can smash that, which we will. A 1:17.3 there. That should be enough to see us straight into Q2.
Continue in a few moments with the second knockout session, where we'll decide grid positions 16 to 11.
Well, it's quite a short track here in Magny Cours, but we're still 3.5 seconds clear of my teammate Christian Albers there. P2 after the first runs, only slower than Juan Pablo Montoya. Curbs are super scary around here, but we're starting to see more and more drivers dip into the 116s. Hoping if we can pretty much match the time I set in Q1, That should safely see us through into Q3 then, but any improvement is always welcomed here as we pick up a nice slipstream from a Honda. Nico Rosberg currently on an 18.4 there on the cusp. Let's try and leave it in second gear through the hairpin. A little bit of understeer on the exit, but yeah, this Honda is really starting to get in the way. Come on, Honda, move! It's Jenson Button. We're going to be drag racing him down in towards the final couple of corners. He does finally back out of it, kind of. We'll get in front as we make our way through the final chicane. We've just got to send it through here, up over the curbing. Oh, a 17-0. And again, that puts us P2 behind Juan Pablo Montoya. Are we seriously in a fight for pole here?
We'll continue with session 3 of qualifying in a few moments.
There we go, safely through Q2 as well, and we have seriously got some pace this weekend by the looks of things. It's P2, but are we in that fight for the all-important pole position?
The final shootout session is about to get underway. We've reset the clocks for the final time. This session will determine the order of the top 10 for tomorrow's race. This is the final battle for pole position.
Well, I know we spoke about it in Canada, but I think we've got to risk it here. We are going to try and do a two-stop. Magny Cours has such a short pit lane that I think trying to take track position at the start is going to be absolutely everything.
Times and performances in the other two sessions are negated.
There we go. All-important information there from James Allen. But, yeah, 7, 14 and 21. We are going to be going for some qualifying laps. We're likely going to be on less fuel than anyone else here, so we've really got to try and go for it. But often the AI go quicker and quicker as we head into Q3, able to get a lot closer to their ultimate times on heavy fuel than we're ever able to. So let's just see what we can do. Lando Alonso sets the benchmark on an 18.3, but surely all eyes are on Juan Pablo Montoya. That's probably the best we're ever going to get that chicane. To make our way to the end of Sector 2. We really were quite lucky there with how much curb we were able to get away with, but down in towards the final couple of corners. A bit of understeer there. Not ideal, but making our way through. 17.4. Give me that pole position, please. F106.
Results should be coming in thick and fast throughout the session. So there we have it. From 10th to pole, the grid order looks like this. It's been an exciting and busy hour of qualifying with some interesting results. We've enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you for tomorrow's race.
Well, there we are then. It is pole position here at Magny Cours, but we've got a lot of work to do come Sunday's race then. I just want to be trying to stay out of trouble through the first couple of corners there. Maybe if we can try and get a good opening few laps under our belt, then we can really fly along throughout the rest of the afternoon. I know I've got pace here, but the curbs are lethal. Let's get into it. It is time for the French Grand Prix.
Welcome to Magny Cours, 2.6 miles of the smoothest tarmac you'll ever find. This is the French Grand Prix. Magny Cours, the current home of the French Grand Prix, is situated in idyllic countryside and was originally designed to incorporate features from other famous circuits. This is why some of its corners take their names from other Grand Prix venues. The track itself is one of the best surfaces on the Formula One calendar, but its tight layout can make overtaking quite difficult. Pretty much perfect weather conditions for racing here today, so we should see some very competitive lap times during this race. You have pole, while Juan Pablo Montoya starts alongside him in second. Third is Michael Schumacher. Fourth is Fernando Alonso. They are followed by Felipe Massa in fifth. Jenson Button completes the third row. Rubens Barrichello starts seventh. Jarno Trulli occupies eighth on the grid.
Oh baby, I am nervous here.
Grid, and the drivers are ready for the off. And the drivers set off on their formation lap.
We just want to try and keep it out of trouble early on. The two-stop could be the make or break for our race this afternoon. We'll have to make sure we have some nice, clean, tidy pits. But I don't think I've ever done the pit lane here either, so we'll have to try and spot that out through the final couple of turns. Well, the team's saying we're aiming for a win today. I think sensibly points as always, have got to be on the agenda. But there is the pit lane entry, though, so it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be here. But just try and get our final little bit of temperature into the tyres. Make sure, of course, with all the cars behind me that are going to be lining up, that we've got as much as we possibly can. I am so nervous for this. I cannot even describe. Montoya, Schumacher, Alonso, all behind me. 3 of Formula One's most aggressive drivers.
Turn up the volume and enjoy. Here we go. The race is go.
Oh, I didn't react well, but Montoya luckily is defended for me. I could just see in the mirror, Schumacher got the best start. But luckily, wonderful.
Montoya. Next is Alonso.
Well, I know Montoya fancies McLaren a win today. Still obviously yet to win this season, I believe. But yeah, Schumacher actually got the best start out of anyone down in towards turn 1. But Montoya luckily covered him off, so Alonso was able to find a way back round. This is what I was scared of.
It's Rosberg! That's the end of his race today, and he will be devastated. It was Trulli who was also involved in that. Incredibly, there doesn't look to be any damage.
Well, that's what I was so scared about as well on that one.
Your tyres have reached a good heat, and grip level should be pretty good.
I did not want to go into the Adelaide hairpin in the middle of the pack if I could avoid it there, but as we make our way through the final couple of turns of lap 1, you know, Montoya, I'm still expecting him to be a big old threat today, but, you know, come on, keep it tidy. You know, even if we can't catch back up to Montoya by the end of the afternoon, that's not really what I'm worried about. I just want to score some points. Super easy through the final chicane, giving all those curbs plenty of breathing room. I would hope so, as we're leading.
The first lap completed, the field looks like this. You now lead the race. Montoya is second, Alonso third. He's up from fourth, Massa fourth. Michael Schumacher 5th, Jenson Button in 6th, Fisichella 7th, and Barrichello is in 8th. He's down from 7th.
Great time through sector 1, keep it going.
We are leading the French Grand Prix, this plucky little Midland team. You know, we just want points still. Trying to measure expectation. No! Oh, we cannot touch that curb. That was so scary. Now we got Montoya all over my gearbox. He's tried to have a look down the inside, but will hang firm. Well, I think now we've kind of kept the lead off the opening couple of laps. We've got to just start upping the pace slightly. Just to obviously try and make sure we come out in as little traffic as we can. But still, you know, there's definitely some corners here. As you can see, Montoya able to get a such tighter run down through that hairpin, but we do get the power down on the exit. No! No, I've got to slow down! Let me go! Right, we've got to try and hold on as best as we can. I've just caused an almighty train on the exit of the hairpin there, but a 6-second slowdown isn't enough to cost us. What might be, though, is Montoya trying to have a look down the inside, but again, we'll just get our elbows out and hang firm.
Lap 4 of this Grand Prix. You now lead the race. Montoya is second, Alonso third, Massa fourth, Michael Schumacher 5th, Jenson Button in 6th, Fisichella 7th, and Barrichello is in 8th.
You're doing well. That's the best time you've achieved through sector 1.
Oh, there's oil. There's oil down somewhere. Oh, someone else has retired from the race. I believe it's Toyota. But I got... Oh, there it is. Oh, no, Montoya. He doesn't get the run quite off the corner. I'm having to use my mirrors so much. I know they're about 6 pixels worth. But we're having to drive on our mirrors. Oh, come on. That oil is awful. No. No.
Montoya is first. He's up from second. You're second.
That was so scary. I don't know how Montoya got to the inside of us where he did. Looks like he might now be under pressure under Alonso. Oh, it looks like the other Williams, maybe Mark Webber's out of the Grand Prix as well. Cars are dropping like flies early on. And it's possibly because we're causing an almighty train.
The clouds have started to close in now, and the temperature has dropped quite markedly. It's still dry at the moment, but there's a possibility of rain before this race is over.
No, don't say that, Martin. The last thing I want to deal with today is rain. Well, we're going to try and extend this opening stint by just one more lap here. Seems like we've finally got some good pace in the car, and I wonder if obviously being on less fuel, of course, is meaning that the tyres are facing less wear. So the AI just going to be getting slower and slower. Yeah, so the AI probably going to have slightly worse tyre wear because they're on more fuel. So we've just got to try and savour this whilst we can. I've never heard him get angry like that on this game, but our engineer not happy with me trying to extend this stint. We will box the end of this one. No! No, 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 no! No! I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It's just one moment on this game. I said the curbs are lethal here. Any chance? Gone. Gone in a heartbeat. Surely Montoya's won this thing.
It's been another exciting Grand Prix here in France, and it's a great start to this second spell in Europe. We're here for a total of 4 races, and the schedule reads like this. Germany in 2 weeks' time, Hungary and Turkey in August, and Italy in September. There will be an extended break after that, before we pile on the air miles again as we fly out to the Far East for China and Japan. This phase of the season is set to be very interesting indeed. All of the European circuits ahead of us are infamous for unpredictable weather, but famous for their high-speed thrills and spills. See you in 2 weeks when we head over to Hockenheim for the German Grand Prix.
I cannot believe that Montoya a dominant win in the end, and maybe we could have slotted into the P2 there, but just one moment is all it takes on F106, and once more we have paid the ultimate price on this game. We head to the Hockenheim ring next time out. I'm sure that place has got some lethal curbs as well, but I cannot believe that. Michael Schumacher still a 15-point lead at the top of the table, with Massa looking comfortable ahead of Fisichella there, and Alonso, his championship defence is not looking great at the moment. Montoya leapfrogs his way up into P5 of the standings there. We're still in 18th place at the moment, but when oh when are we going to score some points this season? We'll be back very, very soon for the second time out in Germany. Thank you all so much for watching. Dear God, this game is brutal. A massive thank you to all of my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters for their continued donations to help my work. These things go much further than I think a lot of you ever realise, and allow me to continue making content full-time here on YouTube. So if you want to support me from as little as £1 a month and be featured on all of these end clips, either click the join button next to the subscribe or head over to my Patreon. There's a link down in the description.